Hello, everyone. We
Hello.
got people in. Look at you, all excited. Tonight for the show, we have Max down in the bottom there, and she plays Xana Ray. And then we have a returning guest, Nicole, who plays Gretel. Real quick here, what's happening, May? See you. Um, I do have photos of Xanare, so I'll pull those up real quick. On the right is the the token, and on the left is the actual character art that was done by our DM, who's actually the husband of Max.
Yes.
So, you do you want to kind of like describe Xanare a little bit if you want to?
She's kind of stoic. Um, she was hurt in her youth, and is going along with the party and kind of just doing what she wants to do. She's chaotic neutral, so she does whatever she wants rather than what is guided by anything else.
And then everyone can see so this is the character art from the beginning of the campaign. So things have changed a little bit, but she still has that shield with the symbol of Selune is your goddess.
Soon. Hmm.
Selene. Yep. Um, so she's pretty awesome. She's our cleric that keeps us alive, and there was actually uh, something that possibly. Oh, I'm quiet, I guess. I will adjust that. Give me a moment. Um, there we go. How's that? How's that, chat? Thanks for letting me know. But there was a one shot that Xanare did, and a lot of our characters are getting one shots in with the DM. Um, just kind of like side quest type things. You want to kind of say what happened in yours there, Xanare? Was that
Sure. I fucked up, is what I did.
fucked up? Let's see.
I did. So my goddess had told me that I could get a new weapon. I had been waiting for one because my weapon got taken from me. I originally had a moonblade, moon mace that lit up as I went around, helped the humans and everything who didn't have dark vision. And then it got taken away when we went through that portal, um, and everything that wasn't attuned to us went bye bye. And that was one of the things that went bye bye. So I've been asking my goddess for a weapon, and she said that I could have one if I went to this town of this camp encampment. And so I went through and I sneakily killed everyone. And when I got to the druid's tent, I did not realize there was a tree next to her tent, and I killed the druid with
Just a
inflict
tree,
wounds.
right?
It's just a tree.
Yeah,
It's just a tree.
big
Everything's
giant
fine.
tree. Could have been a clue. Um, I killed the druid with inflict wounds. The treant woke up, realized that its master was dead, so he smashed the tent. I went invisible really fast, got out of the tent, and burned the tree. Um, but at that point, the other three people who were left alive were alive, and I ended up fire striking them down and had the leader left alive and killed him. But in trying to kill him, he cut my leg off.
Yeah, but so here's our kind of luck though. Like I think it was like 3 sessions before that we had taken on some ghost pirates and gotten a peg leg, a magical peg leg. So as soon as the party was informed that Xanare was down and Sans a leg, we were like, "Let's go! We
Here we
got we
got it.
got the remedy for that.
We're coming with our
It's all right. We got a spare."
Who was it that ended up
In
finding my
fact, I
leg
think
and
that was
like
the
dancing
message.
with it?
The
I
message
think
you
it was
sent was,
Raziel.
"Please come and bring the leg."
Yeah, I think it was Raziel that did that. No, actually, I remember who it was. It was Vina.
It did
Oh,
what?
It was Vina that did that. She found her leg and was like dancing with it.
Oh God.
No! How dare you bring up terrible memories, Max?
I'm sorry. Poor Vina.
Yeah,
I tried to bring him back. He didn't want to come back.
yeah.
You
That
did
that was
good.
definitely something that was both heartbreaking and amazing.
Yeah,
Really, um,
beautiful.
I enjoyed it. Uh, but Gareth is fucking. He's fucked up. He was fucked up before he went into the book, and now he's even more fucked up. So that's a thing going on right now. Um, speaking of fucked up, how was Gretel feeling at the beginning of that dragon fight?
Fucked up.
So yeah, for those that don't know, the dragon that we fought last night was the dragon that killed all of her previous uh, uh, party,
Troop
essentially
mate,
her
troop
troop.
mates. Yeah, her. Yeah, she's from a battle troop in her younger years. Not she's young, but uh, originally her battle companions were fought a dragon that essentially wiped them out, and it turned out to be this dragon that we came upon, and she had like a panic attack essentially upon seeing the dragon and rolled low. So yeah, I was pretty much paralyzed with fear uh, upon first encountering. So that didn't start out well. Um, but
But we got
she
there.
she
Our
rebounded.
fighter
Yeah.
was down. Our barbarian was gone.
Yeah, I disappeared.
Oh my God, that didn't help when our
Yeah, I thought it
barbarian
was funny too. And I was just like, "All right, guys, have fun." Just fucking.
peace out.
I went in my living room. I was just sitting around. I kept listening, but and then I got a message that I had to call Will and Septic Life. That's right. I have his phone number, guys. I have a lot of people's phone numbers now. It's getting weird. I even got Norris Forged. I got his phone number. uh, that was fun to use because if you watch Thursday night's game, Kate, I was like, "Hey Kate, I got his number," and she's like, "Yeah, so what?" Yeah, you're jealous. I got his number.
Okay, you get it. Oh my
But
gosh. You should tell them what happened, why our barbarian disappeared.
Yeah.
oh, I guess I can tell it now. Now that it happened. So the hammer that I have, the head of the hammer, is a book. It's specifically the Book of Infinite Pages. It's super fucking heavy. It's like 350 pounds, I think. I'd have to look,
Yeah.
but to be sure. But it's really fucking
It's like
heavy.
a belt of giant strength to be able
Yeah,
to
I
carry
need
it.
a belt of giant strength and gauntlets, special gauntlets to be able to wield it. Um, and I found the gauntlets, and because of those, I was able to attune to the book, which caused me to go inside the book. And inside there, what happened was Gareth experienced. Essentially, he went to other realities. Uh, um, other him. He lived his other lives.
Oh
Think
wow.
think
Oh.
multiverse.
Yeah.
All of
Oh
the
geez.
memories of the multiverse are all in here now.
Oh
Um,
God.
it got weird, and then
It got
yeah,
weird.
it got weird, and then we got to the one that he remembers was in some sort of desert land. He had to help fight, save a cleric that was locked away in some other dimension. So while in a different plane, I had to travel to a different planeception, uh, um, to go save this cleric, and I essentially battled a black dragon alone.
That's hard.
It was dangerous. It was real dangerous.
I bet it was.
And I was level 6 when I did it. He powered me down for it. So,
Oh jeez.
but it was
no.
really fun. I helped build the confidence back of one. So there was 2 clerics in the story. I helped build the confidence back of one. We saved the other. We did it together. And then while I was like flying through the pages or through the planes of existence, he was just describing like, different Gareths in different situations, including he said one was like a horse, but I could tell it was me. And then
Nice.
we even decided it's canon that I am Gareth, and he experienced my life. So I was like, man, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna have references, like I'm gonna be talking to a bad guy who's talking about traveling around in time, and I'll be like, who do you think you are, Bill and Ted? And they'll be like, who the fuck's Bill and Ted? And I'm like, I have no idea. Gareth don't know. Like, so what it is, like all the memories and everything that happened is in his brain. He can remember it all, but his psyche is protecting him from all that because it would snap his shit.
Would break him.
More than it already snapped.
Right.
If anybody watched the episode last night, he saw every once in a while he'd turn to his shoulder and talk a little bit. Cause
Oh no.
Vina's there.
Oh my
Aww.
God. Vina.
he brought Vina back.
Oh God.
He's not actually there, but I'm the only one that can see and hear him. And I'm gonna have so much fun messing with that. I can't wait to see everybody's reaction to that.
Oh my God.
But so that's why Gareth was, even though he can't remember being gone for millennias, on top of millennias, his body feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he really missed his friends. So when he got back, he was like, my friends, I missed you, I love you. And
Right.
yeah, speaking of friends, Xanarei
Mhm.
is slowly opening up. Like,
Slowly.
Slowly.
Gareth got a hug last night, so.
Yep. And she patted your shoulder.
Yeah. We come a long way from the spin the bottle game, where you just looked at the humans, were like, you fucking touch me, you die. And
I forgot about
that was session
Yep.
like 2. So that was almost a year ago. We've been doing this for almost a year, guys.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
we're so close to
What
being
was it,
done.
like, it's gonna be like the end of February, beginning of March or something. It'll be a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
I think he
pretty
said it was
amazing.
February 21st. Was our first session, something like that. Gotta look,
Can't believe
but
it.
yeah, and with how this all started, I wanted to ask Max, like, obviously you became a part of it because your husband was the DM, and you were probably
Mhm.
like, "Bitch, I'm playing," and he goes, "Okay," but like, how did you decide that you wanted in on this, and how did you decide on Xanarei? Being a cleric.
So I always liked like the idea of D&D, and I played like not real games but like similar games with some friends and stuff. And then like I'd always wanted to kind of like join one, and my spouse was like, "Well, I'm gonna come up with a game, and we're gonna play, and we were gonna originally play with his brothers, but it didn't end up working out." And I had already made this character for that. And then when he said that he was gonna make it for this, I was like, "Can I join?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I can make a new character," or he's like, "Oh, just bring Xanarei in." I'm like, "Okay." So I ended up bringing Xanarei in. I just tweaked her a little bit.
What exactly was the, I guess, inspiration behind Xanarei? Is what I would ask.
That's an excellent question.
No idea.
No,
Sounded cool.
I really wanted to try clerics because I've always been like a healer in games. Um, and then like I had this idea of one that was not exactly good. I just thought it was funny to have somebody be like a tiefling involved with like demons and stuff, um, and be somewhat evil, but also be a healer. And so I was like, so that was my inspiration behind the whole thing. Was like, I want somebody who's kind of evil and is also a cleric.
Yeah. Ken Anubis, thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Don't need to keep buying stuff and donating stuff, but I appreciate you anyway, you butthead. For those who don't know, Ken Anubis just made a TikTok. So you guys might have all seen it. There was a TikTok of mine where I was like putting on armor, and I put on like the cosplay that I stitched of Norse Forged, and there was a voiceover for it, and it was a really deep voice. It was very obviously not my voice. Ken Anubis, who's in the chat right now, was the one who voiced that. And he made I convinced him to make a TikTok reading spicy books on TikTok. So for anyone who wants to go follow him, it's Flooded Basement. I'm actually gonna put that in the chat there if anyone wants to go ahead and follow
I'm
him.
going. Gonna go find him.
And I'm supposed to say, Ken Anubis, you need to make more by request of my wife. If you remember last time we were on here with just me and Nicole, in the middle of me talking of one of my dad's friends who has a really deep voice. That's him. There's another name that he's known by that I'm not sure if I could say it on Twitch. I'm not sure. Cause if anyone understands Flooded Basement, it's good enough. If you understand what that means.
I think many people understand the
I hope so.
reference.
But yeah, so I appreciate it, the bits and the hard work that you did for the surprisingly hard work that we had to go through to get that voiceover to fucking work. Like, we finally said screw it, and I'm like, here's my login information, just log in and do the voiceover, because we can't get it to work. And he's like, all right, fine. It was that video took so much work to make. I had my 7-year-old like recording, and it got popular. It got a whole lot of likes. A video that I did a couple days ago has double the likes. And
Nice.
it took 10 seconds to make. And it was literally just me taking a video of, you know how when like the outside of a house the vent drips?
Yes.
It dripped into the form of a phallic shape. And I'm like, please, someone else tell me you see this, and then I'm not just a child. That took off.
Explode. Of course
it's and it took no work, 5 seconds.
Right.
And that's the video that is going crazy.
That's how it always goes. You spend time crafting something and putting it together, and it takes hours and days, and that one gets, moderate, attention.
It got attention.
Dumb little bullshit thing you do, like, explodes.
Yeah, stupid little thing. Mike, don't get me wrong, the comment section of that video. Hey, just a lot of Frozen references. Just say that. Yeah. God, it got weird, but yeah. All that to say, thanks, bud.
let's see, during the dragon fight, getting us back on track randomly, ADHD, yay. Back in the dragon fight, there was quite a few of you guys that were in a whole lot of danger. Chief
That was a
among
rough
them,
fight.
Raziel, was getting messed up.
Mm-hmm.
9
Uh,
hit points left.
Yeah, he got down to
Oh my
9 friggin' hit points. Gretel, you got down, I think.
I was not down as far as I could have been, but I was like a third, 2/3 of my hit points down.
Yeah, you were down to like 20 some.
Yeah, like
Um,
30 some. I mean, it
uh,
wasn't that bad, but it was a
Yeah.
lot of hit points down. Yeah.
So you were
And
kind of
at the end,
talking.
I was like not going to take a chance to drink a health potion because that would have taken up my action, and it was like,
Yeah. Well,
I'm just going to hit
we do
this
use the
vein.
homebrew rule that taking a potion as a bonus action, luckily.
Oh,
But
I
still,
forgot about
that's another hit
Yeah. That's
for
another
you.
hit.
for you.
And for Gretel, it was like she didn't care if she died taking this dragon out.
Yeah.
That
As
was
long as
that
the
was
dragon's
her
down, don't give a
headspace.
fuck.
As long as the dragon dies, it didn't matter. So she wasn't gonna waste effort taking. the
Xanaray can
potion.
heal her. It's fine. What's death?
Well, I sat there, I was like strategizing, like, what am I gonna do next? I'm looking at everybody's health, and I'm like,
Yeah,
should
you
I
were
heal
telling
this? Should I
after
do this?
stream. You were like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do Firestorm. Okay, Raziel, you're at 9 hit points. Healing spell, got it.
Yeah.
Just like, oh god.
There was that slightly nerve-wracking element that the dragon was heading for a pool of water exit.
Yeah.
That was like, if it did exit, that could have gotten a little hairy, but I was pretty sure it was dead enough. It wasn't gonna make it. We were hitting it.
No, that
Yeah.
and I already had the idea. I was like, if I can just get on top of this thing, it ain't going nowhere.
Mhm.
Just like I did with the blue dragon.
That was great.
But those undead dragons, you called it, Max. You called it.
Oh, I did.
He deletes
Yeah.
those when they're dead, and he's not deleting them. Like, fuck.
Not deleting them. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. And you think you guys were nervous.
You're
I
not
wasn't
in the
even
room.
there. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do shit. I
I
couldn't
was so
protect
upset when
anybody.
you actually left the screen. I was so upset when you like got up and left and your chair there. I was like, I hate this so much.
I figured that would be that would create extra tension.
It did.
So I did exactly that. All for the tension. This is what you get when you got another DM that understands how to freak players out.
Yeah, I was like shaking because I was like, oh my god, how is this gonna go?
Yeah, I was real nervous. That's I mean that's one reason why I went and just sat in my living room. Was like, okay, like, and I don't know what he wants me to do to get back. Do I have to roll 100 or do I have to roll above a certain percentile? Ended up being it just had to be a cumulative. The word. Thank you. Of 150%. I can't word. I'm a DM and I can't even word. Oh well.
Words is hard.
And then poor Alicia, Axis. Alicia herself was already in the fields because the night before my Monday night game, she's in it, and I made her cry.
Oh.
I made her cry. Cause I'm a dick. I'm the DM. Sure, I might not kill your PCs, but I'm gonna make them wish they did die.
Oh no. Ooh.
That's why I make you fall in love with the NPCs.
Ooh.
I make people fall in love with the NPCs for a reason. That and
I'm pretty
backstories.
bad. I have not touched a beloved NPC yet. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, I've
I'm pretty bad at
absolutely
it.
I not only killed one, I ripped their soul out.
I've kidnapped one, but they're still alive.
And then Kate on my Thursday night game gave me her backstory of just a whole lot of backstory, and I'm like, look at all this trauma I can use.
Look at this.
Look at all this shit I can throw at you. You're all just and then Alicia's character for the Monday night game, her backstory is she don't remember. She don't know. Amnesia. One day
Well,
she
that's
woke
just
up in
so
the ocean, and she's officially spent hundreds of years in the ocean, and she has no idea why she doesn't age or nothing. And I'm like,
dog.
you're in trouble.
That's called a blank check.
Yeah, it's hard to know what's better. A whole lot of backstory that I can use and fuck with you, or absolutely everything made up by me that I can use. I love it both.
Take my credit card. Here's the PIN number to my bank account.
Yeah, when
Here's my social security number.
Yeah,
Max, you've been a player for me before,
Mhm.
but I didn't get to really dig into Cherry at all, did I?
Not really.
No, she didn't have a lot of issues.
No, she was. She didn't. She was. She grew up with her parents, and her parents taught her everything, and she had a happy life. So
Yeah, that's what I did with Gareth too. It's good parents, loving parents. His mother makes the best scones. I don't know why scones. It's fun to say the word scones. So, but yeah,
even though she was a changeling, they still loved her.
yeah. And I think the worst I ever did was I made her feel uncomfortable when she
Yeah.
met Mel because he instantly knew she was a changeling, and she's like, "Oh shit, he knows." I think that's.
But
the
then
best.
she used that to her advantage.
Yeah, yeah. You turned it on me.
Max
Congratulations.
is
She's like, okay, well, I want this thing. Would you take a piece of my hair for it?
Mm-hmm. By the way, I don't know if we'll ever play with Cherry again, but Cherry loses her ability to shapeshift because of that.
What?
What are you doing giving her clues and information, boy?
Because we probably won't play with Cherry again.
Now you probably will.
She loses the ability because of what you did.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, all your characters.
That's some trauma right there for a change.
That is some trauma.
You gave your hair to a powerful wizard. What'd you expect was gonna happen?
Ooh, interesting.
Something good? Now see, the thing about Mel though is he's in all of my games, almost all, most of my games, because he's just the charismatic dude who sells magic shit, and his shop can be wherever he wants it to be, because it's in a demi-plane. And so many people are like, he's the bad guy. I don't trust him. Like, fucking why? He's too powerful.
That's how
I don't
Cherry
trust
was
him.
at first. Was like, I don't know about this.
And did he do anything bad to you?
No.
No.
Well, now he did.
Was that him? You don't know. Could have sold it. He's a seller of magical shit. Is he gonna be watch who he sells stuff to? Probably not. Money's money. I based him off of 3 different characters. Randall Flagg from the Stephen
Oof.
King universe.
Yeah. Yikes.
Because he's in every book almost. In some way, shape, or form, he is in all the Stephen King stories. And so that's Mel. He's in all of my stories. He Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time. Just kind of, he's always willing to make a
It's
deal.
freaking dangerous.
He's always willing to make a deal. And
I love
then
that character though.
one other
Randall Flagg?
character, and my mind is blanking on who it was. Mother.
What does he look like? Describe him.
Critical.
We'll get him back. Oh,
I keep wanting to say Mel.
Puma?
Gilmore.
Oh,
Gilmore.
Gilmore. Oh,
Based off Gilmore.
yeah.
Because he's charismatic, always looks fancy, always looks his best, and has all the best magical items.
Gotcha.
So I took aspects of all those characters. The disposition of Gilmore, the wheeling and dealing abilities of Rumpelstiltskin, and the be anywhere at any time Randall Flagg. So
Yeah.
all of that together, that's him.
Nice. Very nice.
And
He's funny, is what he is.
He's really funny. He's really fun to play. If I had a DM NPC, that's him. That's my DM NPC. And
Yeah,
there
that's
was
cute.
one session of my Monday night game where they had to go assassinate a really powerful wizard, and Mel didn't like this guy. And he's like, they asked him for help, and he goes,
Oh boy.
"Okay,
Hmm.
I'll
Sure.
help." Like, I'll go with. But he,
Oh my God, he went with them.
Yeah, he wore a hat of disguise, so he didn't look like himself. And then he used a spell called Tensor's Transformation, which what that does is essentially turns a wizard into a fighter. A very powerful fighter. It is a 8th level spell, 7th level spell.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's power.
Wow.
And he rocked shit. He fought a Triceratosaurus. Yeah,
Wow.
a T-Rex body with a Triceratop head.
Oh Lord.
Damn.
I have a stat block for that. It was really fun to fight. It made my players really nervous.
I bet.
Lordy.
Yeah, they were not okay for a hot minute there, and then on the outside of the place that they had to get into was a golem made of dragon pieces.
Ooh.
They avoided that thing. They were like,
That was good.
nope.
What if you could get around something? I'm all for getting around
No,
something.
they broke into the place quietly, like assassinated a couple guards, got in, and I forgot at the very beginning of the game, I gave the artificer a robe of useful items, and the motherfucker pulled out a window, slapped it on the wall, and they went through the window. And then the super powerful wizard they were going after fucked his world up, paralyzed him,
Oh no.
ran up to him, and as soon as he was able to get out of the paralytic, they went at him, and Alicia's character, like, went for the throat,
Oh,
went to
geez.
tear out his throat, and pretty much did. He was able to use an item to get a globe of invulnerability around him, and then the reason they wanted to assassinate him is in the backstory of the artificer, this guy captured his wife and daughter and
Oh.
basically tortured. He's a goblin. They're all goblins, his family. So to him, it was just goblins. And they were
Right.
not treated the best. And he found out about that. He rescued them. They hunted him down. And thanks to... Hi, Mason. Thanks to
I muted myself.
Mel...
Food.
Reason.
Thanks to Mel, he had a scroll of power word pain.
Oh shit.
And if you don't know what that spell is, it's the Cruciatus curse from Harry
I was gonna
Potter.
say,
It
that's
won't hurt
first.
you. It won't, or it won't bring down your hit
Won't
points.
damage
It won't
you.
kill you, but it
Just torture you.
It just fucking hurts. It is the most unimaginable pain that could ever be put on somebody. And he used the scroll. So you're sitting there in his globe of invulnerability, completely safe, in absolute
Agony.
agony. And I
That's
was like,
awesome.
yes. Yes. And through other shenanigans, they tore
I
him
think I
apart.
have access to that spell now.
No. Power word
I thought I saw it.
power word pain, I think. Oh, actually you might. That might be a 6th level spell. Hold on.
Oh my god, that's right up Xanaray's alley.
Power word
Pain. 7th level spell. Sorry.
I have 7 level spells now.
You do? These dragons are in trouble now.
Oh my god.
For chat. You speak a word of power that causes waves of intense pain to assail one creature you can see within range. If the target has 100 hit points or fewer, it is subject to crippling pain. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. Target is also unaffected if it's immune to being charmed. Mind you, no saving throw. Nothing. If
But
it's
aren't
below
dragons
100
immune to being charmed?
No.
Oh.
I think green might be, but no. But yeah, if it has less than 100 hit points, it just works. No saving throw. While the target is affected by crippling pain, any speed it has can be no higher than 10 feet. The target also has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, and other Constitution saving throws. Finally, if the target tries to cast a spell, it must succeed a Constitution saving throw, or the casting fails and the spell is wasted. A target suffering this pain can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the pain ends. But unfortunately, you cannot get it because it's not a cleric spell.
Oh, lame.
Gonna
I
say-
saw something similar, though.
Is it in the player's handbook?
Yeah. Nope. I think it might be. What did it say it was in? It is in. I don't know. It doesn't say.
Oh. Yeah,
Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
There we go.
Yeah, that's what it's in. So, be watching for that for the next. Mason might use it on us
It doesn't
now.
sound like a good cleric sort of a thing.
No, it's not a
Yeah,
cleric
evil
spell,
cleric
but
sort of
you know, Mason can give it to
Yeah.
like, one of the enemies.
Whoever he
You
wants.
know, like the fucking wizards that we have to find later.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I
Yikes.
hope
Don't give him
Mason's-
ideas.
I hope he's not watching this.
Oh, he's not listening.
God, no, please.
He's taking care of the children.
No, that's a really fun spell to use. Just because
Super fun.
it's just fuck you. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Power word kill is the biggest fuck you. Power word pain is just fuck you.
Yeah.
It's what you do to
power
your worst
kill
enemy.
is like just.
If you're below 100 hit points, you die.
That's almost a mercy killing at that point.
Nope. It's if you're below 100 hit points, you're dead.
Yeah.
Done. No saving
You're
throw,
just done.
no death saves, nothing. I've used
Bye.
it. I've used it before on a player,
Oh God. On a player?
on Brittany's character.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
Wow.
I bet she was mad.
I got stared at.
Oh God. I bet you did.
She was mad. She was big mad. And
She was.
the funniest part was this is the second time I killed her character.
Oh my God.
The first time was her fault though. All her fault. She watched Nat's character open the book and die. So her character opened the fucking book and died. It's your goddamn fault.
Okay. I mean, I gotta admit, that's
Right? That's not on me.
that's fair.
Plus they got a saving throw for that. They just both failed. Again, not my fault.
I gotta admit, I would not have opened that book.
Yeah, and Mel was the one that had to come save their asses too. He had to pull them out of the book.
Oh God.
There's something about that happened that I can't say because Nat's still playing that character.
Yeah, don't
And if she
say
watches
it.
this, Nat, don't watch this. This
Don't
is your
say
spoiler
it.
warning.
Don't do it, because she
don't.
will.
Don't. Okay. If
You're
she's
the
still here,
spoiler.
it's your own damn fault.
You're the spoileriest DM.
I know. Because I like talking about it. Why do you think I do a talk show? So,
Okay,
you've had your warning. All my players from my Thursday night game, go away.
oh, listen, you're gonna wreck it for yourself.
So, when she was brought out of that book, she was brought back to life.
Yeah.
But ever since then, she has had no dreams, ever. It's been months. She's not had a single dream. They met with a guy called the Shadow Man, who they needed to meet with to cure an NPC of vampirism. And he offered them all, some sort of deal, and in exchange, something important to them. As her character was leaving the Shadow Man's place, he said, "Be careful out there, soulless one."
Oh,
Out there, what?
Soulless
one?
one.
She doesn't have a soul. He got her soul.
No.
Her soul is gone.
Something happened to her soul with the book.
That's why she don't have no dreams.
And the BBEG of that campaign,
Oh no.
who I will not say,
Yeah, don't do that.
but he still
That's her
has the
soul?
book.
So the book. So her soul's in the book.
Yeah.
It never came back out.
BBG has her soul.
Yep. And when they go to fight that big bad evil guy, it's
He will
gonna
never
be
use it.
bad news. Yep.
Right. With the campaign with Cherry,
Mhm.
we almost killed the BBG early.
Yeah, they went up to the BBEG. It was Lost Mines of Phandelver, if you ever played that, Nicole.
I have not.
They went up to the BBEG of that campaign, and she casts Inflict Wounds at the highest level she could. Straight up bitch slapped the BBEG, the Black Spider, and did, I think, wasn't it like 66 damage?
Something
Not
like that.
not 6d6, 6 damage in a single smack.
That's
And
awful.
I was like, so she's gonna leave. She's fucking off. She ain't standing to fight. She looks too rough, and they chased her down and killed her.
Oh, God.
It was a lot of fun. But you damn near one-shotted my BBEG.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, she said.
I thought about doing the DM trick of just giving her more health. Nope.
Nope.
That was too cool. Can't do it.
I only do that if I think the fight hasn't been fun enough yet.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
actually saw a TikTok where a guy said, that he watched another friend of his DM, and he goes, "Hey, how are you not tracking the monster's hit points? Like, I didn't see you track a single one. What the heck?" He goes, "Oh, I don't track it. You how do you just remember all those?" "I don't." "Well, how do you know when the bad guys are dead? When it stops being fun to fight them?"
Yeah, that's cute.
Fuck.
Yeah. If it's supposed to be like a big bad fight, and I genuinely want it to be a life or death situation, then yeah, I'm gonna be really keeping track of things. But if it's if I just want them to have a good time,
Yeah, and then I also do the trick where I minion some bad guys. I'll throw in like 8 or 9 small little bad guys, and they all just die in one hit, no matter what.
right.
Although I did that once, and there was one of them still standing, and they couldn't hit him. The entire party did a whole round of attacks, and they were like level 6, so everyone had like extra attack and all this shit. Nobody was hitting this single fucking NPC,
wonderful.
and it was just a little cultist,
Just
just
a little cultist.
just sitting there,
Dodging and weaving.
bobbing and weaving, float like a butterfly. It was amazing. And they were all just like, and it was an old lady. It was an older lady. Not like some hag or powerful. No.
Right.
Just straight up an old lady who was a
Totally an old
cultist.
lady.
And they couldn't hit her.
That's so
Wait,
She
wait.
could-
So,
yeah.
I've only ever demomed once, right? It was the
Yeah.
turkey one shot.
Mhm.
And they had defeated everything. Everything was good. They were having a feast, and then they heard noises from outside, and it was Santa Claus came up, and he was an evil Santa Claus was coming to kill him with a sleigh and everything.
Santa
And I had given them, I had given them this magical bean set. Hey, Kaden, go away, please. I had given them this magical bean set that had like a certain amount of things that could happen. And she rolled a percentile, and it happened to bring out a pyramid, like a full-size pyramid that drops from the sky.
Oh my god.
And like I rolled to see what would happen, and I got rolled really low. I was like, if it's below a 10, then on like a percentile, I was like, then I'm gonna let it just kill him. I rolled like a 6 or some shit. I was like, okay, well, this pyramid drops out of the sky and just destroys Santa.
Just literally smashes him.
Congratulations, guys. You win. Fuck you all. Flip the
Win.
table.
Yeah. Hate all of you.
Hate all of you. Thanks. Goodbye. The one shot that I had with Well and Septic Life, they took out the BBG of that one shot. Well and Septic Life took him out.
Okay,
He had a ring of telekinesis, and
Thank you.
he had a grappling hook thing, and he used it to wrap around the bad guy, who was standing near the edge of like an endless pit. He's like, I'm gonna try and pull him off,
Like in 300.
and I'm like, all right, you go ahead, you make a roll. If you roll above the, I straight up said the DC. I think it was like an 18 or something. I'm like, if you roll high enough, it'll work. And he clicked the button, and it worked.
Mhm.
And I'm like, huh,
Okay.
huh. Yeah, he's gone.
He did. He gone.
Just the dude with 78 hit points just gone. Bye.
Oh my god.
Mason, I don't know the answer to that question. Like 50 minutes. We got 10 minutes left.
Since I went upstairs.
Yeah.
Me.
Just remember that. And then he had the gall to be like, so we just killed your big bad guy in like 3 rounds. How do you make you feel? I'm like, totally fine. Hey, you see that giant pile of treasure over there? Do you want the treasure?
Ooh, you
And
love
they're
it when
like-
the DM
they're like-
says that sassy voice. Do you want the treasure? You want it? You like that treasure? You like that pile of treasure over there? You want it? You want it?
And then they go over there, and guess what it was? It was a horde mimic, motherfuckers.
Yes, it was.
It was a mimic the size of a horde. Fuck you.
I feel like that's something Mason's gonna do to us sometime.
Oh my god.
It's in Fizzbands, and I know he has Fizzbands, so it's very possible he could do
I
that to
love
us.
it. I love it when
Not Dusty giving me ideas. Shush. Confetti. Thanks, bud. Hey, what's up? First time. Oh.
Good God.
The heck?
10 subs were just
Hey.
donated. Chat is okay. Okay, chat. We're gonna have a chat. Chat.
You're not
Every
allowed
time.
to tell your chat what to do.
Every time. Confetti Inc., I know this is your first time watching. Every time I've done this show, people donate a bunch of subscriptions to try and get me to cry on stream. Both times I've done this show, wonderful people like you get on and start donating subs. And I'm not gonna cry, no matter what you do. So, take that.
Look at your
Oh, but they want you to, Dustin.
Aw,
I know they want me to cry, and that's why I refuse to do so.
that's so
Thank you
awesome.
so much for the 10 subscriptions, and it's not gonna really.
Yeah, they
Congratulations.
do.
You can. I will say what DMs tend to say. You can certainly try.
You could certainly. I need to add that.
Mason
to my
has a shirt that says that.
Yeah. Well, on my art that was made for me, uh, um, it's got the saying that I use them.
Aw, I love it. All right, bet. Yep, you did. It's working. Aw, you shouldn't have said anything, Dustin.
I didn't know he was gonna double the amount that he just did.
Aw, I love it.
I'm doing. Hold on. Let me grab my dice.
He's not doing well.
Where's my D20? Let's see how I'm doing. I'm doing fine. I'm totally fine.
No, he's not. That's a.
I can see
gonna-
my screen completely clear and not misty at all.
I rolled a 22 insight check on that, Dustin.
I'm lying like a motherfucker.
That's right.
I'm lying my ass off. I'm not okay. That was amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I will
Aw.
turn red. I will breathe heavy.
There he goes again.
So sweet. Oh. That's the little face he makes when really epic things happen in our game and it gets to his heart. So, yeah.
Well, you can see the
That is
tears
very-
forming.
No.
Super thoughtful. That is super thoughtful.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you. I do.
Yeah.
Just in the last couple of days, I've got 200 followers. I heard you're the most underrated DM on the internet. No,
I
no.
agree.
You are wrong. I'm in fact the world's okayest DM. Just the world's okayest.
Amazing.
I am not
Not
underrated. I am probably overrated quite a bit.
I don't think he is. I have not been in his game, but I am pretty sure he is highly not overrated. I've heard nothing but excellence.
Fuck.
I've watched
He's
you do
great.
that.
You get
You are
you get one
yeah.
tier. You get one tier. One. That's all you're getting. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You are amazing. Mason.
Mason, I'm quite terribly the best alive. You know what, sir? You're not so bad. Not so bad. You kept us coming back for an entire year, so you did something right, I guess.
Yep.
The story
Side
you've
note, what
written
kind of
for
trouble
us.
do you think Xanare is about to get into?
Yeah, you've made both of us cry, Mason, because you're a horrible, terrible person who screws with our NPCs. What kind of DM would? Oh wait, I admitted that earlier, didn't I? Anyway.
Mason knows how to make us cry in game. That's for sure.
Yeah, and my followers know how to make me cry in the middle of streaming.
Duh.
Because they're wonderful friggin' people. I'm making NPCs for a new campaign. Set them up to be the most lovable characters that they are. And then fucking kill them.
Yeah, nothing
Kill 'em.
better happened at the party while Xanaray's
Now,
away.
now here's the hardest thing. Here's the hardest thing. And Mason, you might be able to answer this as well.
Don't say
What's
that.
what's worse? What's worse? Killing them in front of the characters? Or killing them off screen?
in front.
and the characters coming back and finding them dead.
Gross. I hate both of you right now.
Because I've done both.
I certainly hope I don't die.
Off screen for sure. I think that hurt more too. I think off screen I'm playing the most lovable character myself. Actually, if you want to see the most lovable character, tune in on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central. We got a real friggin' treat for you coming. Well in Septic Life, Archeo Wolf, Captain Dadpool, Natty Nat, and Norse Forged will all be playing. Norse Forged is gonna play a raccoon bard who plays a full-sized guitar.
That's so cute.
Actual-sized raccoon with a full-sized guitar. If that's not lovable, I don't know what the fuck is. Yeah. No, with that though, I like. With that plugged, I guess. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you, Confed Yank. I appreciate you a lot. Last campaign we had Tom Foolery. Hey, Max, why is Xanare so closed off?
Oh, I'll stay for the answer to that question.
She is just untrusting of people in general.
People or
Specifically humans. But
you should open up to your friends about it.
she's doing it. She's working on it.
I love the way she has looked after Gretel at times.
Yeah. Gareth might do a little more poking and prodding at that backstory next session. Rolls investigation.
After she comes back, you mean, because she snuck out while you guys were sleeping?
Right. God, I'm so scared that you're gonna get hurt again.
I know it.
If you come back without an arm, I'm gonna be like, I swear to God. You got 2 more times of doing this, and that's it. That's all you got. You got 2 more. Yeah, no.
She did it.
No one's rolled insight on. No, of course we not. We trust Xanray impeccably.
Did you already do your one shot with Mason?
No, not yet. I think I want to do it tonight if he's up for it. I was gonna do it today. I didn't go to work today because I got my COVID shot yesterday, as you all know. And I woke up with a splitting headache, and I was just really tired all day. So I slept all day and didn't go to work.
I feel ya. Yeah, we've never made an insight check on Xanray because we trust her impeccably. Why would we not trust her? She's a wonderful person who would never lie to us. Right? 100%. Oh, real quick. We only have 1 minute left. I want to ask you real quick. When Gareth offered to, make her another horn, because if you saw on the character art, I'll bring that back up. There's one horn missing, and Gareth offered to basically make her another one. What did Xanray feel when that was offered to her?
She felt uncomfortable, because she didn't expect it. And then she thought about it and was like, no, I'd rather have the memory alive so that I can hunt down the people that did harm to me one day.
What if I convince Mason to let me make it like a knife, and you could
Like a dagger.
stab people with it? Would you accept it then? We'll see.
I don't know.
Next time
We'll see.
on Tyranny of Dragons, I guess. Thank you everybody for coming in and chatting and just hanging out with us.
We're just a bunch of dorks playing a game, so you know. Appreciate you all again. Thank you for all the gifted subs, and thank you Max and Nicole for coming in and being tonight's guests.
It's
Appreciate
fun.
everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
I really need a good closer. I don't know. Good night.
Good night.